all of us look at businesses, different categories, but there is a commonality. We started working with a lot of nonprofits who didn't operate like a business, and the ones that do, boom, all of a sudden they're operating differently with a lot of success. And I'm super proud of the fact that we've brought that mindset to philanthropy. Why shouldn't the government be held to the same standards?
As soon as we said Elon Musk, everybody in the audience went, hate him, love him, right?
Correct.
Which, if you immediately take that, you now lose all ability to see whether or not he's doing anything valuable. You don't have to like him. The reality is he made Twitter more profitable. You don't have to like him, but what he's doing inside of the government may not be a bad thing. It's possible that what he's doing is really good. It's also possible that it's really bad. So I'm open to both, end outcomes.
How can we have a bad conversation about making people more efficient? I mean, this is an important topic because I think there are some people who are lazy.
Well, we're performance coaches, right? We're performance coaches. So this falls in line. Him asking for visibility to work, him sending an email saying, if you don't respond, you're going to be fired. Give me your 5 things you were working on last week. That falls in line with us. Does it fall in line with government, I guess is the question. Let's talk in today's terms.
EOS, baby.
We're operating on an operating system that was created 300 years ago. It's ridiculous. So who cares? Like, who cares if it's the Republicans or if it's the Democrats that do it? Why would we not try to be a little bit better or figure out, can we operate better? We've said this in a different show. It's not the best it can be. It's got to change. Would anybody, or would any of you say it's the best it could be right now?
No, and I think all of us look at businesses, different categories, but there is a commonality. We started working with a lot of nonprofits who didn't operate like a business, and the ones that do, boom, all of a sudden they're operating differently with a lot of success. And I'm super proud of the fact that we've brought that mindset to philanthropy. Why shouldn't the government be held to the same standards of business? Elon, Musk is a business guy. Warren paid $23 billion in taxes, and he said, hey, be careful with the money, man.
Right.
You have a responsibility. So I don't understand why there's such flack about Elon Musk saying, I want to know what the hell you're doing.
I think he's doing what entrepreneurs do.
Yeah.
Right? He takes action and he takes ownership of problems that exist, right? So let's start there. Like, in order to be an entrepreneur, and that doesn't mean you necessarily own your own company, and we talk about it, to an extent that it's about taking responsibility.
Yep.
And it's about taking ownership of the problems and it making it your responsibility. And that's what he's doing. And I don't know that anybody would have done it if not for him, right? And he has shown the track record to be successful in taking action. Look at Twitter. You already talked about it. Look at Starlink, which now the government runs on that Wi-Fi. He is basically NASA now with SpaceX. So there are a lot of examples of him taking action when nobody else would. And he basically has shown every step of the way that it is more successful.
Is government a business? Because Elon is a business owner, very successful business owner, and he's stepping in, trying to run the government like a business. Is the government a business is a question.
Absolutely
it is.
And I think it's the same conversation we had with nonprofits. Yes, you're a business. You're handling money. You may not be looking for a profit, but you're looking for results.
1,000%. And for nonprofits, you're still managing a P&L, and you still have to make money in order to stay in business and keep but the government is different, sort of, because You don't really go out of business unless they overthrow you, I suppose, and the entire government
Well, we've had
or they break the system.
It's just-
But I think we're at a really unique time in history where the government, I think, just ran as a business prior to there being like really large amounts of entrepreneurs in the world, and before there was all of these different ways to run business. And now you're looking at a system that was built hundreds of years ago, and you have somebody who is a successful entrepreneur in the modern era coming in trying to run it that way.
If you look at our founding fathers, they were all business owners and entrepreneurs in their right, and then they got the right to make choices based on everyone else. Now, I think people got away with that not by the fact that billionaires and entrepreneurs weren't forming policy or shifting policy. I think they did it behind the scenes, and now everybody is forward
That's
facing.
really well said.
The thing you have to really pay attention to is the fact that capitalism was not thriving when the system was built. Capitalism started to thrive after the system was
Industrial
built,
revolution.
and capitalism sort of defies government, because government is essentially supposed to look out for the most's best interest, right? It's not about money. It's not about profit. It's about taking care of the people. The reason the government was formed because they didn't want to be taxed without representation.